They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
To the air, it's Beck. Finds a spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was black. Season came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Got a man, it's Hansen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cyclones lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Rides the back and leaves it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There he goes. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You can see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Short gain on the play before he slides.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Ringo. Longer.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. The Cyclones brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, it's pretty good.
They stripped it out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Forced out of the pocket.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. You'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
The handoff to Johnson. Makes a man miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down.
And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
The Mustangs will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on fourth down they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Finds the tight end.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They'll give it to Johnson. He breaks a tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got a man, it's Hudson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement? Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play-action fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, SMU! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Quarterback moving. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hansen. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Townsend. And he's dragged down. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Beck. Floating away. Fires downfield. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
As Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. If he's going to run the football, they were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Working on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that match.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Beck. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Cyclones will punt this one away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The handoff to Johnson. He's in open space downfield. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
By handing the football off to this guy, he has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They have it at the 43. 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
14, Iowa State, 0.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Knight. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. They're
looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Going up top again. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the fullback. Powers through the defender. And the Mustangs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's heavy. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Jennings. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
21, Iowa State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Beck. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone